Your body remembers your money level. This video is all about money manifestation. I want to share something with you that someone in our manifestation community wrote. He said something like, some years ago, a time in his life, there was a phase where he suddenly received more money than he was used to. And what he felt was heat, sweating, and discomfort. That's not weakness. That is money identity. If you're a creator, an entrepreneur, a business owner, building something real, and you want to understand money and manifestation without fantasy, do subscribe. This channel is about money identity, nervous system, and sustainable growth. Your body remembers. Your body remembers what level of income feels normal. What level of income feels safe, and what level or levels feels dangerous. And this is for your income, but I could say the same. Your body remembers what level of money in your bank feels normal, what level of money in your bank feels safe, and what levels feels dangerous. This is just like, the body's working like this. This is the identity. The body, this is just like your body regulates temperature, right? So the average is, I'm in Celsius, is 37 Celsius. That's the body temperature for a human being. If it rises, the body sweats. If it drops, the body shivers. And it returns to baseline. You have a money thermostat. So the money thermostat analogy. You don't have a money goal problem. You have a money thermostat. If your identity is set at 5K a month, 10K a month, 100K a month, a million a month, your system will regulate you back there. If your identity is set at 5K in the bank, minus in the bank, 10K in the bank, 100K in the bank, 1 million in the bank, your system will regulate you to that. How does it do that? So listen carefully here. Sudden expenses, conflict, burnout, self-doubt, undercharging. I made a video about that yesterday. Playing small. This is not consciously. Again, it's not like your mind is going, now we have a burnout because you're, like that in the movies, heat. It's not like we will have a burnout now because your money thermostat is over what your identity level is. It's not working like that, right? Because this is your body telling this. So it's not consciously, which makes it a little bit more, for most people, difficult to really figure out what is their money level. And I'm going to tell you in a moment how you can figure out what your money level is and your money identity level is. But it's not consciously. It's biologically. What's that in English? It's biology. Biology. And so before I go into the next one, why money can feel bad. Let me just share with you, like I mentioned, how do you know what your money level is? How do you know what your body's money level is? How do you know what your money identity is? You look at your results. You look at your bank account. You look at your salary. Make sense? Then you know. And why more money can make you feel bad? When money exceeds identity, what happens for most people is exactly what the person in our manifestation community mentioned. Heat. Could also be tight chest, restlessness, anxiety, guilt, pressure, fear of losing it. Because again, with more money, there's so many different things, components that could make one's body do these things. But with more money, it means more visibility, more responsibility. It means more expectations and more exposure. And your system equates with that risk. So it tries to cool you down back to normal, like with the temperature. So maybe you've experienced, and this goes both ways. So if we are going below, if we have less money than what we are used to, we will also feel it, but it will adjust quickly. And for people who experience suddenly more money or suddenly less money, like maybe even a whole amount of money, if they're very aware, they will actually, like the person in our manifestation community said, they will feel it in their body. They will feel their body is reacting like the sweat or like this river. So, and it will, like I said, 37 degrees Celsius. This is my image of this. It's just working perfectly for me to make the point clear. Body regulates to that. Same thing with money, a money identity. So this is very important to understand, because I see there's so many things, and I followed it, and I see there's so many things around manifestation, and just say this out loud or whisper these words or numbers and things like that, but it doesn't, for most people at least, doesn't work like that. Didn't for me, it have not worked like that for any of the thousands of people that I've helped through my years of doing seminars and coaching. So, and there's a reason for that. One thing is that money manifestation is not thinking positive. It's not visualizing checks, and it's not pretending you're wealthy. You can do these things, but if something inside of you, and it could be something on your timeline, I can make a video around that. It could be some experiences on your timeline. It could be trauma experiences around money. Something happened early in your life, and at the same time, your nervous system, your identity has a capacity. That's your money level. So, and that's what it is. It's not, the real manifestation is not thinking positive or visualizing the checks or pretending you're wealthy. If it was that easy, it can be part of it, but if it was that easy, there would be a whole lot more rich people, right? So it's about expanding what your nervous system can hold. And income grows when capacity grows, not before. And I may add very quickly that I've seen this in my own life, and I wish I was aware of the things that I'm sharing now with you, because I was close to bankruptcy with a $1.5 million debt. After years of hustling and grinding, I ended up in a $1.5 million debt. I pushed and grind myself out of that, and I built a company with 60 people, and I paid off the debt, and I got quite some money in my bank account. I thought that those money would calm me. I thought that those money would make me feel free. They didn't. Actually, what happened was they raised the pressure. And I remember, like I said, it doesn't show up like a voice saying, okay, you just raised your money pressure, we have to expand your money identity. For me, what the voice was saying was, Michael, you're going to lose all the money. Someone is stealing them from you, or you're going to lose clients, or you don't deserve the money. Rap, 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 rap. And that little voice became bigger and bigger inside of me. And I remember, actually, I think it was last summer, I met an old friend of mine who had been very successful around business and made a lot of money. And I said to him something like, well, then you're rich, my friend. And he said, no. And I said, why? He said, the money burns in my pocket. I have to spend them all the time. Perfect example, right? And that's the voice. It's not saying you have to expand your money identity. It's saying it burns, I have to spend them. So even though this guy made a lot of money, he actually, like he said, he spent them all the time. So the real work here is not more hustle, not more strategy, not more tactics, not more content. The task is expand money identity. How do we do that? By normalizing higher numbers. And this could actually be like an exercise of sitting with a higher income but without reacting. And when there are wins, regulate. So when money comes in, done something, money comes in, regulate with it. So it's kind of like sit with it and let your system adjust to that. Feel it, but not like the power, wow. Celebration is good, but feel it. Like let your system calm down and feel it. And then one thing that's been a big one for me is reduce internal pressure. Because I'm a pusher, I'm a grinder. I like to build. And when I get fired up, which happens easily, I feel that fire. And the thing is just that fire can be good, but it can also, if it heats up too much, it will lead to burnout. Maybe you tried that too. And also what happens for many when they try to manifest things is that they will push themselves, they will feel the pressure. That doesn't mean that we'll expand our money capacity. It just means that we pressure ourselves more than needed. And then increase self-concept slowly. Again, what I have experienced and what I've helped people with is that if we do these things too fast, so it's like the rubber, we just stretch it, and then at some point it's gonna go together again, and maybe even get smaller. That happened to me a couple of times. So increase self-concept, but with love, with patience, with you being with you. You don't need to chase more money. You need to increase what feels normal. one thing about this is the mind tries to understand all of this. Says, yeah, that sounds great. I understand what he's saying. Oh, that's I have no clue what he's speaking about. Blah, blah, blah. The mind goes like this, right? But what I'm speaking about here is not the mind, and that's the thing. It's not the mind. It's your identity. It's your body. It's your nervous system. It's your identity. So you have to get in your body. And that's exactly why I've created now 2 different 7-day, could call them challenges. The first one I call Manifestation Reset Challenge. That's available now, and it's a great way to come down into the body and begin to be curious about yourself. People who went through this 7-day manifestation reset have shared that they experienced some very interesting things around themselves. And will you believe me that we create from the inside out, not from the outside in? The second one is a 7-day money identity expansion. That one is going to be released soon. It's inside our manifestation community. It's free. For 7 days, we focus on expanding your money thermostat. Nervous system awareness around money, identity shifts around money, and capacity expansion around money, and practical exercises. This is not like 2 hours of videos a day. It's actually much less. So it's very doable, and it's not about power energy. This is slow and calm, because this is where the real work is. This is where you'll actually expand. It's not theory, it's practice, and it's you practicing with you. So if money feels uncomfortable when it increases, or you could say that you don't have enough money, you might want more money, but for some reason you never get them. Same thing. Again, this is not a strategy problem, because if your money identity has expanded to a higher level, your being will find the strategy that suits you. That's how it is. So it's not a strategy problem, it's capacity limit. So if you want to join the 7-day manifestation reset and the 7-day money identity expansion, the link is below this video. Money grows when your nervous system feels safe holding it. I'll see you in the next one.